Hi guys, how are you all and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I am presenting a new video that is best indicator for day trading. I get lot of messages from people asking for the best indicator for day trading, so I am making this video. When I was new trader, even I was very confused, like I didn't know which indicator I had to use for day trading. I used to go through lot of YouTube channels and lot of videos and all this, trying to find that one good indicator for day trading, because there are hundreds of indicators are available and it's really confusing. You don't know which indicator, because every video they say that this is the best indicator, use this indicator, and like you can't use all those indicator, right? You need to know which is the best indicator. So in this video I'm going to present a unique indicator which I am using for my day trading, and really I am sure that you will be surprised or you will be shocked when I say that which indicator I am using for my day trading. Okay, so this video can be a little bit lengthy because I am going to show you with my laptop screen, and I'll show you with the help of some charts and everything. So it can be a little bit lengthy video, so I am going to present this video in two parts. Today in the first part I am going to discuss half, and the next part I am going to discuss remaining half. Okay, so my request is watch this video till the end, even though it's a little bit lengthy. Okay, so that you will understand everything about the best indicator for day trading. Okay, so let's go to the laptop screen now. Yeah, okay guys, now I'm taking you to my laptop screen, and I have made a small presentation, and I'll also show you with the help of chart so that you will clearly understand everything. So the question is, which is the best day trading indicator? Which is the best indicator? Okay, so there are so many indicators are there in the market, like RSI, MACD, moving averages, Bollinger Bands, stochastic, super trend, parabolic SAR, Ishimoku, and other than this, and there are hundreds of other indicators also which people use. Okay, so identifying which indicator I should use, that is the problem, because when you go to YouTube, every YouTuber says that this is the best indicator, use this settings and all this. Okay, so I'm going to give my opinion which is the best day trading indicator. Okay, so now I'll tell you my answer is which is the best indicator, none of the above. Yeah, that is right. Now your question is why? Why I'm saying is this famous indicator like RSI, MACD, moving averages, Bollinger Bands, people have been using for years, and so many new traders, even experienced trader use all this indicator, but still I'm saying these are not the best indicator for day trading. Okay, so this is the RSI chart. Okay, this is of September 17th. Can you see it? RSI, in RSI they say that there are two bands, 70 and 30. Whenever RSI goes above 70, that means it is overbought zone and you have to sell it. When it goes below 70, that means it is oversold zone and you have to start buying it. Okay, so that is what RSI concept says. Now this is where what happens. See, this is place where RSI started going below 30, and here where price is, and people started, if anybody is following RSI, if you started buying here thinking that there will be a bounce because RSI is showing oversold zone, and it would have hit his stop loss wherever he went long till here. RSI was still staying below 30 level, that means oversold zone. But what happened, till the end of the day market remained on downtrend, right? Though there was small bounce, but it would have hit your stop losses. From here it started falling, and from here RSI giving buy signal. Okay, so that is the problem with the RSI. Let me show you one more screen, and here it is also the latest one. Here RSI is showing oversold zone, sorry, overbought zone. Okay, overbought zone means you have to start selling here, because from here market will reverse, right? That is what here it is saying, and it started going up. It kept on going up, market kept on going up, and RSI kept on saying that it is overbought zone, sell, and people must have started selling thinking that RSI selling, sell, and that would have hit their stop loss. So remember, RSI can show you oversold and overbought, and market can remain overbought, oversold for very long time. Okay, so don't just depend on RSI saying that oversold, now I'll start buying, or overbought, now I start buying, and this is what can happen. Okay, let me tell you about moving average. Moving average is something, yeah, it works for identifying trend, I also use 20 EMA on my chart, but I very rarely I take signals on moving average until and unless it's a trend day. Okay. So the problem with moving average is now you can see that 27,218 is showing on 5 minutes time frame. So let us go to the next time frame and 30 minutes time frame. Now it is showing 27,527, right? So that is the problem with moving average. Moving average can show you different, give you different indication on different time frame. 5 minutes different, 30 minutes different, and 15 minutes different. Like every time frame, it gives different readings. And there is EMA, there is SMA, there is weighted moving average. So which one to follow? That is the problem with the moving average. So it is very risky to take just call on just on moving average. Okay. And now let's come to the stochastic. Stochastic, again another momentum indicator, which is based on 20 and 80. Here they say that whenever it goes below 20, you have to start buying. Whenever it goes 80, you have to start selling. Okay, so here it's shown. Okay, let us see here, right? Here almost 3 times it's shown that it is oversold zone below the band and you should start buying. But what happened? It kept on going down or remained there only and then started falling, right? Then again from here it started saying that it is in the oversold zone, start buying. Okay, and people must have started buying from here and it would have hit their stop loss. So that's why stochastic also not my favorite indicator. So now let's come to MACD. MACD is moving average crossover divergence, right? Here what is saying, MACD is saying here MACD line crossed over signal line and saying that it is the bullish zone, start buying it. But what happened? Market did not go up, instead started coming down and hit your stop loss. And then MACD started giving signal that it's bearish and start selling it. But by the time MACD giving signal, already market fell by some 50 points, 100 points. So that's why all these indicators are delayed. And when market is falling like that, you don't need indicator also, right, to tell you that market is going down. So there is no use of moving average crossover divergence also. So I don't use MACD also. Now next is Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands also one of the indicator which is used mainly for volatility. But how traders they take the trade, they say that whenever Bollinger Bands, when price touches upper band, you have to short it. When price touches near lower the band, you have to go long. That is what many people think that Bollinger Bands is all about. But what happens here? Price started touching upper band, but kept on touching upper band for almost for next 1 hour, right? Here also, then it went up. So when to go long? Because if you take and trade here thinking that it will bounce from this band to next band, then it would have hit your stop loss. And again here it kept on touching the lower bands for very long time. Here also it kept on touching upper band for very long time. So very confusing. Even the Bollinger bands also to take the trade, when to take. Here also kept on touching the lower bands, and here like almost from 12 o'clock till almost 3:30 it was only kept on touching the lower bands. It never bounced and touched the upper band. Okay, that is what Bollinger Bands, they say that when come to the lower band, start buying and price will touch the upper band. Again, Bollinger Bands also doesn't give me any edge in trading, so I don't use Bollinger Bands as well. Okay, so now question is then which method I use for day trading? If I'm not using any indicator, every indicator I'm saying that it is of, for me it is not giving any edge. I'm not using it because it gives delayed signal, okay, or it gives most of the time false signal. Then which one I am using? That is the question, right? So now I'll give you the answer. My answer is I use only pivot points and price action for day trading. That's it. Okay. So now you know which is the best day trading for indicator. It's not about really the indicator. The thing which really you need to know is pivots, pivot points, and price action. Okay. So now in next few slides, I'll show you why I say pivots and price action is everything. In pivots, what I use? Pivots, I use CPR. CPR stands for central pivot range. This is the range above the central pivot. Many people use only central pivot, but as per my experience is that you have to use entire range, not only that central pivot. I'll show you this chart again. Then there is something called virgin CPR. What is virgin CPR? If price did not enter that current day CPR, then that becomes virgin CPR for the coming sessions. Okay, so virgin CPR also important along with CPR. Then pivot points like daily, weekly, monthly. Many people use only daily, but I use weekly and monthly also along with the daily pivots. Okay, now second one is price action. First I use CPR and pivot and then use price action. Price action helps me to analyze price pattern and understanding crowd psychology. What are those crowd psychology? It helps me to know, it helps me in locating trap traders and locating retailer stop losses and following footsteps of big players. So if you master the chart reading skills, these are the things you'll slowly understand, like where are the trap traders, where are their stop losses, and where are the big players are active at. Okay, so along with that, I use price action also at important location. What are the important location I use? My important locations on chart pivots and CPR: current day's high, current day's low, previous day high, previous day low, and previous supply zone and previous demand zone. Okay, so these are the important zones on my chart where I'll see, I'll try to understand about the retailer traders, their psychology and all this, and I take trades based on the candlestick patterns and price action. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to discuss only about pivots in this video. As I said earlier, I'm not going to discuss price action in this video because it's going to be very lengthy. So I'm only going to discuss pivots in this video, and I'll come with second part of this video, and there I'll discuss about price action, understanding crowd psychology, how I normally take calls near the near important location like PDH, PDL, current day high, current day low, current day current day high and current day low, everything I'll discuss in the next video. Okay, so let's discuss only pivots and CPR today. Okay, so pivots versus indicator. I said in earlier slides that I don't trust indicator, I only trade on pivots. Okay, let me give you a small example. This is of 19th September. Okay, so 19th September, you can see that this I have taken screenshot around 9:30 or 9:35. So before the market open, can you see I have all pivots on my chart, right? S1, S2, S3, all pivots are already marked on my chart on 19th till 3:30. Till 3:30, I know where is my pivots, and RSI, MACD, stochastic, it's only, you can see only wherever actual time is. Now time, I mean, when I took this screenshot, it was some 9:35 or something, and you can see that RSI, MACD, stochastic will give only in signal at wherever the candle is. It will not give you signal till 3:30, but here by having pivot, I have till 3:30, I know exactly where are my pivots. Okay, now see here at S2, there is a small green candlestick pin bar, right? It's showing small bullish sign bouncing here. So it's not bouncing because RSI has gone like below the 30 level, or MACD is showing bearish signal, or stochastic is giving this signal. It's taking support near S2 pivot. Okay, so that is the advantage of having pivots instead of indicators. So and another thing, RSI is showing oversold zone, start buying here. MACD is showing bearish trend, signal is bearish here, and stochastic is not giving any signal here, right? Neutral. So in that case, what you will do, whether you'll go for RSI, what RSI is saying, or you'll go with what MACD is saying, or what is stochastic is saying. That is the problem with the indicator. That will really make you confused, and having so many indicator only makes you, like there is a saying like too much analysis makes one paralysis. Okay, so I don't use all this indicator. Instead, I only plot pivots, and I'll look for the price action around that level. Okay, and another advantage is, here see the earlier slide, what you have seen is the 5 minutes time frame. This is the 5 minutes time frame, right? And now come to 50 minutes time frame, and see pivots are stagnant on the chart, right? 50 minutes time frame is stagnant, it has not changed from the earlier time frame. But 5 minutes RSI was showing oversold zone, but 15 minutes time frame it is still at the lower band, it is not giving any signal. Okay, here MACD, there also it was showing bearish, here also showing bearish. Stochastic in 5 minutes time frame, it was not giving any signal. Here stochastic is showing bearish sign. Okay, so pivots are stagnant on chart, but indicators are not stagnant. 5 minutes it can show you something, 50 minutes can show you something. For example, okay, this is the 5 minutes time frame. S3 pivot at 27,000, sorry, 26,710. So let us see what for 50 minutes you see. 15 minutes time frame here, and again it is showing 27,000, 26,710, right? Pivots are stagnant, but indicators are not. That's why I don't use all these indicators, and I only go with pivots and price action. Okay, so second thing is on pivots here, 3 minutes time frame. Okay, so all, as I said earlier, pivots are stagnant on our time frame, and it works as a pivots works as a support and resistance. Can you see it here? This is the daily pivot, this is weekly pivot. It went below the daily pivot, but entire till 1 o'clock price was, pivots were holding the price. It did not allow it to fall down, but around 1 o'clock price started cracking, and then see how big is the fall. Okay, so it is not falling because of indicators are saying it is falling. That's why signal you get the signals on the indicator. But pivots, you know that when you plot pivot on your chart, when it goes down, when it breaks below it, you will go short. So you can enter earlier than what your indicators and all showing. So that was the 3 minutes time frame. This is again 5 minutes time frame. You can see that all are stagnant pivots. It will never change because you change the time frame. Now it is higher time frame. This is 10 minutes time frame, but still same thing. What you are seeing in the 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it will show you same thing. Okay, so that is the advantage of having the pivots on your on your chart. So here for almost so long it was holding it, and now see, after that it kept on falling down without any support. Then where it took support, it took support exactly at weekly pivot, and then again started falling down. Okay, so that's why pivots are important for understanding support and resistance on your chart. Okay, in this chart I'm going to show you about having CPR and having just pivots. Okay, so my advice to everyone who is trading with pivot, don't just have central pivot, but have the central pivot range, that is CPR. Okay, in this chart, in next chart I'll show you why it is important. For example, somebody who knows pivots, who trades only based on pivot, he would have taken long trade here because it is crossed above the central pivot, thinking that it will go like this, right? Because it's a breakout. See how big is the candle closed above the pivot. But what would have happened next? It reversed and hit the stop loss. Why? Because there is a central pivot range, upper range or top range still above that candle, right? So don't take your long trade until price goes above it or below it. So I normally avoid taking trades when like this. I'll not take trade just because candle closed above the central pivot, it's a bullish zone. Okay, so that is the advantage of having CPR than having just a example. Again, it is September 18th. Okay, all I've taken the latest chart. I'm like all within 3-4 days only, 3-4 days back only. Okay, again first candle closed above the pivot point. Now people would have taken long trade because it's a bullish sign, closed above the central pivot. But what happened? Immediately next candle reversed and started falling down, right? So had you had CPR on a chart, could you have avoided this trade? As because the candle, even though it closed above the central pivot, but still it could not close the CPR and started going down. That's why I say that don't trade just with this, just with the pivot, have the central pivot CPR as well. There is something called narrow CPR and wider CPR. This is known as wider CPR and this is narrow CPR. All book says that whenever wider CPR, then market likely to stay range bound like this, and whenever there is a narrow CPR, either market will go up or go down. Okay, but remember this is not always true. Okay, I have back tested it. Not always that whenever you see this kind of narrow range, narrow CPR mean market will be in strong uptrend or strong downtrend. Not always, but sometimes. But this one I've seen many times. Whenever wide CPR, then market most likely to stay range bound. Okay, so this is one example. This is of 11th September, and market have wide CPR and staying in the this box only, right? Range bound. sideways. But here what happened, it opened gap up and then started falling, and you can say this is one of the trend day only, because market opened at one end of the chart and closed at the lower end. Here again, this is 16th of September and 17th September. Market had a wide CPR, and see, market opened here and closed almost at the same level. So that's a narrow range day or sideways day. But and next day there was a narrow CPR, and see, it was a trend day. Okay, again I'm saying, don't just go with that because it's a narrow day and don't think that up at the opening only it's going to be fully trend day most of the time, but not all the time. Then CPR working as a support and resistance. Okay, so many times CPR working as a resistance, price opened here, faced resistance, then again faced resistance here, but then broke out. Here price open gap up, and sorry, here price open bullish candle and then started facing resistance at exactly at CPR and then reversed. Here price went down, and then where it came exactly came at the CPR and then started going down. It could not go above the CPR. This is August 23rd, I think. This is price started going up, then exactly at the CPR it reversed, and then it broke and then it went up. Okay, here price started coming down, and no one could have predicted price will exactly bounce from CPR, and see how big that day was. Okay, but remember, now I'm saying all this CPR, I mean, don't take it blindly and from tomorrow start taking your trade whenever it comes to CPR, go long. When it comes to the CPR here, go short. Don't do like that. Okay, so there are many methods, there are many patterns, many structures how you have to identify when it is likely to reverse, when it's likely to have breakout and everything. Okay, so that all I discuss in my webinar. When I conduct my webinar, it's a 6.5 hours webinar where I discuss everything about CPR, pivot points, when you have to take trade, when you have to ignore the trade, when price likely to bounce back, when price likely to have a breakout, everything I discuss in the webinar. So if you are interested to join my webinar, then you can go below this video, and there's a description in the description section. I given the link for the webinar, and you can find more about my webinar, what all I cover in my webinar. Okay, so this is a just brief video to give you understanding about the CPR. And finally, this is many people believe in just naked chart. They don't use any indicator, just on price action or just on candlesticks they'll take the trades. That looks very good on chart. Whenever you have a naked chart, this is the naked chart, no indicator, nothing, only candlesticks. But I also like that naked chart compared to having anything on the chart. But thing is that many times you will not be knowing why it is taking support or resistance. For example, this day from 12 o'clock till 3:30 price was just staying in this range only, and on next day also price came, and from here started bouncing without having any support or anything here. So you'll not be knowing why is this. So if you have CPR, then you'll know this is because of CPR. Okay, because CPR below that, so it is taking support. Here it's bouncing because CPR is there. Okay guys, so this is all about which is my favorite day trading indicator. Now you know that I don't use any of indicator like RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, nothing. I use only pivots and CPR. And I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and share this video, and I'll come back again with the next video. Okay, thanks.